The camera opens on a vast, fog-covered forest just before dusk. The trees are tall and dense, their twisted branches creating an ominous canopy overhead. Every sound is amplified: the rustle of leaves, the distant hoot of an owl, the crack of a twig underfoot. A lone hiker, Anna, appears in the frame. She looks determined but weary, her breath visible in the cold evening air. She checks her watch, furrowing her brow. It's getting late. She glances down the path, hesitant, but continues walking deeper into the woods. The camera cuts to a series of quick shots, her boots crunching on the gravel trail, her hand gripping a map, the sky darkening above. The eerie stillness of the forest surrounds her. Suddenly, the sound of footsteps echoes in the distance. Anna stops, looking over her shoulder. The camera shifts behind her, panning the forest, showing nothing but shadows. She listens for a moment, her heart pounding, but there's no one there. She picks up her pace, her breath quickening. As the light fades, the camera stays close on her face, capturing her growing unease. The footsteps return, closer this time. She whirls around, but the path behind her is empty. Her flashlight flickers as she shines it into the trees. Nothing moves. The silence is suffocating. Then a whisper.
Faint.
Indistinct. Anna. Her eyes widen, and she stumbles backward, her flashlight shaking in her trembling hand. The whisper comes again, this time clearer. It's calling her name from the darkness, though no one is visible. She starts running, the camera following her frantic movements, her breath ragged. Branches slap against her face, the ground uneven beneath her feet. The whisper persists, coming from all directions, growing louder and more insistent. Suddenly the path splits. Anna pauses, disoriented, her head swiveling between the two choices. The camera zooms in on her panic. She chooses the left path, sprinting into the thickening fog. The camera pulls back, revealing a figure standing just off the trail. It's indistinct, a shadow in the mist, watching her as she runs. The whispering voice belongs to this figure, but its face is obscured by the darkness. Slowly, it steps onto the trail, following Anna at a measured pace, always just out of sight. Anna's flashlight flickers again, before going out completely. She gasps, plunging into total darkness. The camera shows her frantic attempt to get it working, her hands shaking. In the background, the shadowy figure looms closer, the whispers now almost in her ear. You can't hide, Anna. She finally gets the flashlight working, but when she raises it, the beam reveals nothing in front of her. She exhales in relief, turning back to the trail. But then the camera pans to the side. The figure is now right behind her. Anna freezes as she feels a cold breath on her neck. The viewer can sense the dread building. Slowly, she turns her head, eyes wide with terror. The screen cuts to black. The last thing heard is her scream, echoing through the empty woods.